Hey guys, and welcome back to Higher Hills. Now then, in today's episode we're going to be doing a bit of mowing and maybe a bit more baling if we get round to it, but pretty much there's field 12 which I'm looking at buying, and that is a grass field and pretty much just want to get that cut, preparing for some sheep. I'm going to take the gator down in a minute, or in fact I could just take this tractor, don't know, depends. And I will go to the sheep farm. Don't know what it's called, I don't know if it's got a name. Could just be, no, it hasn't got a name. So yeah, we'll be doing that in today's episode. Today's episode as well probably will be a bit shorter than it normally is, just on the basis of time. So let's get going to field 12. I haven't even bought it yet. It's 7 acres, which is about £70,000, going by 10 grand an acre. So 7 acres, that's quite good actually. Reasonably decent sized field for what I need. As well, I'm not going to be looking side to side on there. There isn't any traffic on this map, and I know that it's kind of a bit pointless if I don't. A bit pointless if I do, sorry. So, what I'll do here, buy this, £70,000. Right, how am I going to do this? I don't yet know. Yeah, I've got to make my mind up on how to do this. Not with jewels on, put it that way. Right, let's go. I am going to try to split this field in two. It just makes it a bit easier. But I'm not entirely sure how it will work me doing that. So it might be something I don't do. So I won't be going straight to the straight to the edge. No, I won't be going all the way to the edge of the fields. It just makes it a lot harder when you're actually wanting to rake it up or something, so you get the hedges in. And although they're not collisions, realism is kind of what I do want to add into these videos, and you wouldn't put a rake straight through the hedge, would you? So, field 11, that I'm going to just plough it in and put maize in it, hopefully. If I can afford to hire out the maize drill for a couple of hours or a whole day, don't know, it depends how many fields I actually do want to have maize this time round. I am hoping that I'll have a few. It's a kind of, that is one of the things I do want to do a lot more of, is maize. The other maps I don't really do it much. To be honest, if I did ever open this up to multiplayer, it would be quite a good thing. So I don't actually have that many mods on here. I don't think anyway. I probably do, but I'm not entirely sure what they are. So, what I think I'll do now is I'll just go straight up and down, and then I'll sort out that little square just there, or whatever shape it'll be. And yeah, in fact, if I do that now, then I'll make the headland slightly bigger, so I've got something to drive onto. Go back over that in a second. Let's try to get this done. to the best of my ability. What we could do with like a little control panel, just a couple of buttons on. I wouldn't really want something as big as a Saitec one, but something similar to it. I'd probably buy a separate joystick as well, one that I can move about a bit easier, because looking at that, a bit hard to move, so I probably would just buy one. Could possibly make like a little control panel. Could be a project for the summer, and video it. So one thing I will do here actually is make this headland a lot bigger. This field isn't actually that big. Kind of underestimated how big it was compared to that field 11, but still, it's not that big. Field 11 anyway, that's kind of a nice one to do mazing. So it means that I do a lot of driving back and forth, which I kind of do like. It's one of the perks of doing maze, so you do the driving. To be honest, I don't think the grass can be cut in it anyway, so that will be a ploughing job. And I may do drilled grass actually, depending on how many fields I've already done with maze. So if I feel like I won't get the maze done in time, then I will just leave it. But I'm hoping I can get a lot done. Maybe by 9, 8 and 7, maybe not 13, it's a bit of a small field. But still, just for something like oilseed rape to get the money up slightly, because that does bring in a fair bit of money, although you don't get the bales from it. I think actually what I'll drill is I'll drill maize, wheat. Don't bother with barley unless it's going for a higher price than the wheat, because I believe I get the same amount of grain from it, and the same amount of swath as if I was doing wheat, so it kind of makes it a bit better on my part for getting more money as well. Still got to buy the sheep. 15 grand it's going to cost us for 50 sheep. We've also got to get a water tanker. Now what I do want is I want a small water tanker that I can tow behind the gator, because that is going to be kind of the only vehicle I take up to the sheep really. Maybe a tractor every now and then, with a bit of grass and bales and that, just big feed. To be honest, technically they don't need any feed really, like just the grass and that, because they've got the grass in the fields, the hay, sorry. Oh, have I got the Ted? I don't think I've got a tedder. I don't know what I've got. If I do have a tedder, I'm going to stick it on the back of this small, not the completely small one, not the loader tractor. The loader tractor that hasn't got the loader on it is what I'm going to put the tedder on, I think. In fact, we've got this done about 10 minutes-ish. We're done. So that's quite good. Less than that actually. Only been recording 9 minutes to 14 seconds. It's quite good. So one thing I'm not a huge fan of about these masses are the speed at which they get dirty. It's kind of unrealistic, but oh well. It means that we have to wash it more often, which means taking it to the house, which means possibly taking a spin in the gator. I will try to get the indicators and stuff sorted out. I've been working on that about a couple of hours, and the indicators, they stay on. And in fact, I've had a look, and there's a post on the FS UK forum which is talking about the emissive light shader. Now I've got that, in multiple different places. So I'm not entirely sure if it's that, but they just stay on constantly. They don't actually like blink, as it were. So get these off. What should I do now? I don't. If I could ted half the field, I would. I don't know. Laptop, isn't it? Yes. Find out for the speed camera. Hopefully we don't get caught. Right. Probably gonna go back out with this at some point. So this can just stay. Tedder's there actually, that's good. So anyway, going back into this can just stay here with the mowers on. Where's the other tractor? Don't really want to use the loader tractor. Go find my tractor, the one in between the two, the smallest and the biggest. Whoa! I need to get the slidiness of this sorted out, really. I just slid around that corner. In fact, is it here? Oh, it's there, that's sorted. That's fine. Just got to... This is going to be interesting. Back the gator up into... Yeah. Just put the gator down here. I thought it would have been somewhere else. And I kind of am going to try and stop like the flicking through vehicles as much. And sort of just drive to them. It's a bit more realistic then, doesn't it? Right. I don't know where I'm going to put this rake. Could just park it here actually. Should be fine there. Yep, that's good. Right. Tedder. That's over there. It's not the biggest tedder on earth, but it's kind of okay for what I need on here. Is that on? Yep. So, we're going just non-stop with this, aren't we? About a minute away from the field and then we're back out again. Just sort of good, really. Shows we're being economical, using all the time that we can to our full advantage. Right, now the bit I want to rake and have the forage wagon behind, it's sort of this lower half. So it's a bit easier. Although if I could just go straight up and down. The bit I want to bale, just go up here and choose which side. Sort of about half and half, isn't it? In fact, I do want as much as I can actually. How low does that weight go when it's being lowered? Oh, that's okay actually. Right, let's get that down. I didn't realise that was like that. I thought that was a bit more. Right. Yeah, I'll go for that bigger side. I kind of do want a few more bales out of it, to be honest. If I do need some windrow, I believe that's what it's called in this game. I believe that's what it recognises it as. And I can just put it on follow me, and have it just follow Or in fact, not even do that. Just have front mower on and the forage wagon behind. That's all I really need. 11. Is that about the right speed for this? Not sure. That's going to be interesting. We've got to go into the hedge slightly there, I believe. Okay, I didn't realise it did that now. So this bigger part, this is what I'm going to bale. Other part, I don't need to ted it. I'll just rake it all as one. And I make sure I go straight down the middle here. And then, because I don't need to ted it to be able to use the forage wagon. So that makes it a lot easier doing it like that. Row crops on, a bit too narrow for this. I have big tyres for once. Every time I'm sort of okay with them. Whoa, I thought I'd raised that there. Oops. Quite cool if you could get some sort of VR headset working with Farming Simulator and you're in the cab and you could just look around. Because sort of in real life, if you were to do that, you'd look around and check. It's sort of just hard to look around the mouse just that fast. You may need to make the mouse a bit more sensitive, don't know. What I will do is I'll get this tethered for next episode and then we can just start doing the interesting stuff. And I believe it's actually ending the episode now. So, thanks for watching guys. I honestly hope you have enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share this video, as it really does help. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.